So when I first got to Lake Mead National Recreation Area, there's this long road that goes through that area. I think it's Highway 89. First of all, the area is a really big area, and it would just take you hours and hours to drive over the entire area. But anyway, I was on the main road and was driving through, and noticed to my right, there was these huge red rocks. And I was thinking, well, I definitely have to stop and take a look at these. They have some picnic tables there, and they also have a trail, and they have a few signs that you can read about and, learn about the rocks and how they came to be. These huge rocks in this area of the country came to be because they used to be these huge sand dunes. And over time, and when I say time, I mean hundreds of millions of years, about 200 million years, over time they became compressed and they hardened into these beautiful rocks. In fact, if you see from up above, you can see the little layers of how it used to be sand. So I looked around and read about the different creatures they have in the area. They have all the standard desert dwellers, the salamanders and snakes and so on in the area. It had a nice little trail. The trail was about a 30-minute walk, and it was kind of hard to tell sometimes if you were on the trail or if you were off the trail, because in this area of the country you have washes, and that's just where the water doesn't soak into the ground. When it rains, it just kind of floods and it makes these little pathways. And so some of it was washes, and some of the time I was thinking, am I on the trail or am I in a wash? But it was fun to walk around and look at all of it. I did find my favorite spot, and this looked like somebody had a fire there. And then if you look between these rocks, you can see this beautiful vista there. That is definitely my favorite spot in this whole area. The one thing that you notice is that all these big rocks have these crevices and holes and that kind of thing where animals can hide and humans can even seek shelter. And that's always neat to look at, because it just really makes your imagination go into overdrive when you're thinking about early mankind, hundreds of thousands of years ago, finding places to, shelter the storm. It was about 65 degrees the day that I went out there, and the sun was so brilliant that it felt like it was like 75 or 80. In fact, I was sweating. I had to take my coat off, and that's how it is out in the desert in the winter. But it was a nice walk and a nice place to look at. I think as I was leaving, I did see one family come in to actually use the picnic tables and enjoy the scenery. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of a shorter video, but not as much to show you. And if you're ever in this area of the country and you want to check out Lake Mead National Recreation Area, you should stop by and see it for yourself. Pictures and videos definitely do not do it justice.